Information: I do not own this picture. I will leave a link where you can find it and you. What the fuck? Who the hell are you? I'm Izuku Midoriya, but Windigo. Wait, I didn't create. I was about to start a re-upload. Yeah, but that's after wait. Come here. Wait, no. All right, stop. You have been punching me for 20 minutes. Yeah, then do this video. It's Halloween. Fine, fucking fine. Stop punching me. Yeah. Alright, do my story. I'm heading out. Fine, bye. Motherfucker. I forgot my story. Anyway, information. I do not own this picture. I will leave a link where you can find it and you can do what the hell you want with it. Now, let's get on with this video. Hello everybody, Blue Mask here, and I'm sorry for that goddamn Wendigo, or Izuku Midoriya Windigo Wolf. So I had wanted to do this video about a month, and Halloween was and is the best time for this series, or this special. So if you want, I will re-upload a new one. And I'm sorry about that prank at the beginning of this video. It just was funny in my head. Don't worry, maybe in a few weeks, few months, the next episode will drop. Don't worry about that. Now, let's get on to the video. Izuku Midoriya is a weird kind of person. His father was a person with wolf features. He got ears, mouth, and eyes and claws, and fur. In Midoriya, as you know, as the lovely, lovely lady she is, loved having him around. Okay, it was mostly because he was fluffy and they got along, but mostly because of the fluff. She was happy about the relationship. Few, 2, 3 years later, they got married and had Izuku. Izuku didn't appear to have his father's trait. One day, Izuku's father went out to a walk in the woods, but sadly, hunters saw him, thought he was a rare kind. These were stupid hunters for deers and wolves, illegal hunters. Shot him dead. The news was all over it. Hunters killed innocent man looked like a wolf. Inko was sad. He died because people killed him. Now, Izuku grew up with his mother until age of 4, when it seemed signs that he actually has his dad's quirk. He had fur and a skull. A skull? That was weird. Bones was growing out of Izuku's head. Izuku could take it off and lay it around and even forget about it. But sometimes it just appears in his sleep. Inko was happy. Her child is like his father. Now, shit. Inko and Itachi Itachi? Deku's father was a kind man, always willing to help. Around the neighborhood and some part of the city, everyone knew him. Some people. The hunters that killed him didn't know him, but they couldn't recognize him in the dark. I forgot it was the middle of the night. They thought it was a wolf. They shot him dead. Now, let me explain Izuku's quirk. When Izuku gets around 6 years old, the full completion of his turn to the Windigo Wolf is done. He will look like this in teenage years. Now, let me explain. Izuku Midoriya is before the original Izuku Midoriya was born. Meaning, wait, yeah, meaning that Inko had two Izukus. Well, wait, no. Inko was in two marriages. This Izuku Midoriya that we are calling Deku. This is Deku Midoriya. And we got Izuku Midoriya. So we're always gonna follow is Deku Midoriya, not Izuku Midoriya. I am sorry for the inconvenience. I just changed it. So Inko was married to a guy named fucking Jack. Jack Tomathan. Jack Tomathan was Deku Tomathan's father. So with Deku Tomathan and Izuku Midoriya. So Itachi. Why am I saying Itachi? It's um m- mo motherfucker. Itachi Midoriya and Inko Midoriya and Hisashi Midoriya. Hisashi, I think. Hisashi Midoriya. Now let me explain. A few months. Okay, we're skipping to when he was fully turned. The doctor explains. And Izuku also has superhuman strength and can grow a lot and look much scarier. Izuku does talk, but not a lot. I'm gonna leave a link to the original story I got the inspiration from. So, let's continue. We're gonna skip to when he was 6. Inko was standing around doing something in the kitchen, and Izuku was watching TV about All Might. Let's say that. All Might was his favorite hero. But there was a fight near Izuku's house. Inko heard it and thought it was not coming near here. But it did. All Might was in this fight. It's few years before he got injured. The villain ran away from All Might towards a house. Tom or Timothy Jack Timothy's house. Inko was making food and saying, Deku. Also, let me explain. Inko says Deku because he's like, you can do it like Uraraka, but he will not tell Izuku that. Or let's continue. Deku, come up here. There's food. A second later, when she finished her sentence, the villain broke through, crashing through the wall, seeing Inko and Deku, grabbing hold of them. All Might came into the house, seeing this a mom and a son. All Might said, Villain, put them down right now. No, you let me go. I will leave them. Do you think I'm gonna fall for it? You killed so many people. Leave me alone or they die. All Might stand down for about a second. No, All Might stood there in 10 seconds. The villain moved. Alright, their house was near a forest. Alright. The villain moved towards the forest when All Might moved a foot, and the villain did the horrible thing that no one. There was camera crew showing this. The villain threw Deku into the forest. All Might, Inko, the news crew was shocked. Then you hear, Deku! My son, no! See what I did? Don't move, or she will die. All Might was angered by this. He chucked a child, a literal child, into the forest. Maybe he was dead, maybe not. They wouldn't know because something happened to Izuku when he landed, but not now. All Might super speed behind the villain and knocked him out. All Might let the villain fall down and get a concussion, but he grabbed Inko immediately. Inko was horrified, immediately jumping out of All Might's arms and running towards the forest. All Might was angered, but he had to take care of the villain first. He took the villain into custody and went back into the house to go through the backyard and into the forest. He looked around just a little bit and saw him on the news or a old video. All Might saw this and said he was a fan. Oh my god. This is the worst thing ever. All Might immediately ran into the woods. It's been 20 minutes since Inko went in, and 22 minutes when the villain. Did I say Izuku? I just realized it. When the villain chucked or threw Deku into the woods. Now we're going back to Deku. Deku was thrown. He was shocked. He couldn't breathe immediately, but he got the air. after a few seconds. After 1 second. He was not prepared. Izuku was flung a whole 10 miles or 20 miles. Izuku landed hard into the woods. He hit a tree, but not knocking his memory. Hit a stone, hit a wall. Not a wall, hit some stones, leaves, wood. He fell into the river, but can still remember, but not where he is. Izuku was washed down the water, but this time he got on land. He didn't know where the nearest city was. He didn't know where to go. If he went to the police, he thought, would he be sent in jail? Remember, he's 6 years old. The villain looked like a mutation. It really think of a really weird villain. Izuku walked around for an hour. We're going back to Inko. Inko was searching for an hour now. She finally found the bloodstain. All Might was always behind her, looking for Izuku. Now Izuku did bleed a lot, but he healed fast. I forgot to mention that. Inko found blood, hitting a tree and down to a river. She sees a lot of skull parts, but small, but not big. Inko says, my baby, he's dead. Maybe he's alive? All Might said, Madam, I don't think he could survive that. He could have been knocked out in the throw, or here. But his father he has his father quirk. He didn't get any of mine. What was his quirk? They're calling it the Windigo Wolf. His father was Windigo deer. Yes, he was a deer. Yes, that he was a deer. Izuku's father was a deer. That's why he got confused. It's one of the powerful quirks, I've heard. He was a good man. Your child could have survived this. You were looking for hours after they talked, but couldn't find him. They were following the water the whole time, but they could not find a single spot where Deku could have got out of the water. Assuming the worst, Inko finally admitted that Izuku was perished. No, Deku was dead. We're going to Deku's this whole time. Deku was walking through the forest, finally finding a city after 7 hours. He was hungry. He was lonely. He was cold. He went in to the city. He was at a bad part, finding himself near thugs, but no one looked at him. They always said Deku could only hear, ugh, what a freak. Some even threw some bottles, but Deku could handle it. Few hours later, no, half an hour later, He went into a warehouse, but he didn't know it was a base for some outcast. Deku went over to some crates and lay down. The lights turned on 20 seconds after he lied down, and he got shocked, finding some people um looking at him. He was shocked and said in a bit of frantic, "I'm sorry, I'm leaving." Deku jumped down and was about to leave when he heard, "No, don't leave. Come up here. We just want to talk." Deku followed the voice. Now he's 6 years old. He has heard of strange danger, but he smells that it's kind of nice up there. He sees a person. He sees a lion-like female, no, lion-like male, and hmm, a water-like female. The woman says, "How are you, young man?" "My mom said I shouldn't talk to strangers." "Well, we aren't strangers, we're just outcasts." "Another one? We already had 9. We still have 9. So where's your parents?" "They're, I don't know. My dad is dead, my mom is still alive, but I don't know where I am. I don't know what's my city's name is. So it's gonna be hard for me to get home." "What happened?" "A villain attacked us and I got thrown. All Might took a step and the villain escalated it. I do not blame All Might, he just took this step." Yes, Izuku noticed that, and he heard it, he heard it, motherfucker! Alright, let's continue. "Well, that's sad. What happened to your mother?" "I don't know. Maybe she's fine. I don't know." "We must presume the worst or best here. Well, do you like to stay here for a while?" Sure. What's your name?" "My name is Annabelle. This is Taco." Yes, it's just taco, but I think it sounds cool with taco, like taco war or tacos. I don't know. Get me some hate for this. Um, hmm, what should I say? Izuku Midoriya followed Annabelle or Anna. No, just Annabelle. Spooky season, spooky reference. He followed Annabelle down to the basement of the warehouse, or a secret room. There he sees 9 children. One, the youngest is 4. The oldest is 16. No, 16. Um, and UA is a college, by the way. Wait, no. UA is a high school. There is two more oldest and two more youngest. Next youngest is 5, and the other youngest, third youngest, is 5.5. The next on the list is 7, 8, 10, wait, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, no, 7, 8, 9, no, 10, not 9, 11, 14, and 16. Yeah, that's the age. So none of these characters is important to the story, it's just a reference. No, not a reference. Mm, what should I? Izuku got introduced to them, but they are not relevant to the story. Now, skipping forward to the time, Izuku, Deku, Timothy, Deku Timothy, just named Deku now, is Deku was 6, and we say it's 1 year before All Might. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. 10 years before All Might. Would be 20 years. No, 15 years. Izuku is 15 when Izuku is 14 with the anime starting. He's 14 when it starts. And All Might got injured 6 years before. That made Izuku 8 or that made Izuku 8 minus that. So 8 years from 8. 18 before All Might got 18 years before All Might got injured. That made Izuku 22. Only skipping 4 years. It's 26 years old. Deku will be before Izuku Midoriya was 14, I think. That's correct. Um, Fuck, I'm doing some math here. 26. So 20 years later. 20 years later. Yes, that part was. Why didn't I include that? Why couldn't I just skip some years? 20 years later. A furry guy with a leather jacket with some spike-ons. Yes, it's this picture. Deku is walking down the street of where Izuku Midoriya was born and still lives. He was walking down the street walking around, looking around. Now Izuku is Deku is smart in this story. He's smarter than what he is in canon. So let's see what's happening. Now let me just explain. Ingo did explain to Izuku Midoriya that he had an older brother, but he maybe died in a villain attack. If he was still alive, he will be around 26 now. He'd Inko explained Izuku's features. A skull, a wolf-like skull with fur on him. A gray tip on his tail and big ears. Yellow eyes. The full transformation was seen by Inko, so she can still remember. And she still got a photo of him when he was 6, of course. Alright, let's continue. Deku was rocking around, looking at the buildings and thinking, well, it's not worse. Back in the hideout, well, it was great, but I had to leave. It was so bad. No, wait. Nah, I will tell it later. It was 6. And alright, let me just cut it here. Let me just explain something about Izuku's past. Now, in this series, there's gonna be flashbacks in few moments of 20-year time skip. Alright? Wait, let me just So Izuku was born when Deku was 12. Alright, sorry about that. In these 20 years we have skipped, there's gonna be flashback of people we're gonna meet in the series. Alright? Alright, let's go. Izuku was walking around where he see what? A booger running around with money. What is he doing? He looks so disgusting. Then he hear from a store, never fear, because I am here. Deku looks over to a tall man with white hair, of course being All Might. Deku says, wait, where did he come from? Shit, I can't let him see me. Deku went into the shadow, but still followed the bug from roof, but hiding very well. Very well. He was following it. Now we're skipping to Deku's. Not Deku, Izuku's perspective. It's the scene under the bridge. The sludge villain has Deku in his grasp. All Might is delayed by a minute. So Deku could not Deku! Izuku could have been killed there. But Izuku sees he thought was wait, is that hallucination? That looks like my brother. The thing running towards the sludge villain. Attacking, scraping, pulling Deku out. Wait, no! Mother! Sorry. Motherfucker! I'm sorry about that yelling. Izuku! Izuku looked at the guy that pulled him out. It was him. The boy with the skull head, furry suit, furry skin, and a gray tip and big ears. Claws. It is him. Yellow eyes. Izuku could feel a huge blast of wind, but the fog still hung on to him. Izuku knocked out after that. Deku's perspective. Deku looked at the young man he has in his arms. About 14, maybe 15 in a few months. He looked up, seeing All Might. All Might looking at the man that's holding the child and recognizing him. The child that died 20 years ago. The child that went missing 20 years ago. And standing right before him, or kneeling right before him, holding a child in his arms. All Might says, "Wait, you're the child that went missing 20 years ago." The thing, looking at All Might, and nodded. Not a bunch of talker, are you? The man giving a no. What happened to you? You got thrown out. We thought you died. The wolf says no, and opens his mouth and says a few words. I survived by people that police hurted. We're not getting a flashback, don't worry. It's not gonna be spoiled until someone's gonna appear. Wait. Nah, I'm just not gonna say it now. Wait, no, scratch that was Deku said. He said, I survived by the people that helped me over the years. You did. Also, note here, Izuku is All Might's child. So Inko and All Might is in a relationship right now. Yeah, fucked up. But it's gonna be funny. All Might looked down to the child again that this boy is holding. Oh fuck, it's his child. Um, Young man, that's my son. Can I please have him back? Wait. Deku looks at the child, back at All Might, child, All Might, child's, All Might, All Might's child, and green hair, and a really familiar aroma. The fox said, "You did not fuck my mom, did you?" Mm. Should we just pick this Sludge villain up before he wakes up? I still want to know. But yes, we're gonna do this first, then you're gonna tell me. Yes, because he's talking right now, because he's kind of fucking mad. All Might fucked his mom. But Inko is going by Midoriya, and that's Inko's real name. But no, that's All Might's real name. It's not All Might Toshinori. It's All Might, or Yaki Midoriya. It's Yaki Midoriya, not Toshinori Yaki. Alright, let's make this. Deku and All Might got the villain into a bottle. Deku woke up after he got done. Wait, after they was finished with cleaning up the Sludge villain. Going to Izuku's studio. What's going on? What happened? Wait, what happened? Ah, my son, are you alright? Dad? Oh, where did you come from? I, where's the villain? Right here. Now, do you remember anything? Yes, a... Wait! Izuku looks around, but he's gone. All Might looks around and says, he ran away. He doesn't want to remain in contact or something. Well, there was someone here that helped you. Really? Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it when we get home. Let's go. All Might, Izuku, when All Might was about to jump, he jumped on his leg, and All Might says, "My son, what are you doing? Not again." Well, it's totally fun, so I'm gonna do it. Give me a second. All Might lands, and not the same thing happened, they just talked. Izuku is quirkless still. All Might hasn't told about One for All yet. Izuku talks with his father and they both leave. When they went on to the stairs, All Might says, "Wait, where's the Sludge villain?" Izuku says, "Oh no, I just made... We gotta go, fast." They both ran down of the building and went out to the street and running around, immediately hearing an explosion. They ran over there and see Katsuki Bakugou, of course, trapped in the sludge villain. The heroes try to get him out. Izuku says to himself, "What should we do? We, my dad can't transform right here. He will be spotted. No hero can help him right now." Izuku's body moved before he thinks about anything else. The same interaction happened, but when All Might's poofing up, a figure jumped down from the railing, grabbing Bakugou and Deku and jumping back. Of course, Deku is the one that did it. Deku Izuku seeing his brother again, but not immediately fainted. Gonna faint, realizing this is the real deal. This is his brother. Deku lets go of Bakugou and Deku. Bakugou says, "Hey, I didn't need your help, you stupid furry!" Deku ignoring it and walking forward. Hero says, "Kid, get out of here! You're not supposed to be here!" They hear him talk, but they feel blood lost. "So, you were about to kill someone again, just because you couldn't get a child." Deku grew to 20 feet tall. Oh wait, 10 feet tall. The sludge villain looking at him. Wide eyes, horns, lanky body, scary body. He's terrified. Bloodlust stopped him from moving. No one else could feel the blast sludge, because Deku was targeting the sludge villain, but everyone was scared about the kid. The kid spoke again. "Don't you dare to hurt anyone else. You understand me? Do you?" The sludge villain says, Yes. Deku reached for the same bottle. Deku found another bottle, saying, "Get in the bottle. Now!" "Yes, sir." The sludge villain put himself in the bottle. Deku shrank down to his normal size, locking it up and walking over. The villains keep down the fire. Izuku walking over to Comely Woods, putting down giving him the bottle and saying, "Here you go. You know what to do." Walking away, but was formed by the media. Comely Woods looking at him, looking at the sludge, and we're going to Comely Woods' mind and he says, he hasn't changed a bit. Now I am so sorry. I just pulled at my line by accident and the mic came close to the mouth. Now, this is the end of the video. I am sorry for the prank at the beginning and I'm sorry for some of the yelling. But this is Halloween, not about fucking robots. This is about scary things. Now, good night, good morning, goodbye, and motherfucker, you again? Yes, and thank you for making my story. Not gonna punch me? No, just release another video when you can, alright? Alright, can you leave? Yeah, sure, bye. Thank God he's gone. Alright, as I was saying, goodbye, good morning, farewell, see you later, see you another day, farewell. Don't let the Windigo get you at night.